Parker, Ferrari Review, guys. Get to talk movies. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I am your host, Ryan D. Ryan680. And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Thank you for making us a part of your day. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to us. Hit that bell notification to get notified for our movie reviews in this case, or trailer reactions, whatever we got talking about in the world of movies. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for clicking that button, and thank you for hitting that play button, guys. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. Let's get right to it. Angela, what movie are we talking about today?
So if you're into cars, you'll probably like this film. We're reviewing Ferrari today.
Ferrari, guys, tells of a story in the summer of 1957 with Ferrari's auto empire in crisis. The ex-racer turned entrepreneur pushes himself and his drivers to the edge as they launch into the treacherous 1,000-mile race across Italy.
Dang.
All right, so this is definitely one of the top, 6 movies I've really been anticipating this year and everything. And so, Angela, what did you think of this film coming out the bat of it? Because I mean, I had a pleasant, fantastic time. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. Penelope Cruz in here, she is a storm to be reckoned with. She is fantastic. She gives these emotional expressions that are just so revealing, so powerful in a way to where like it really captivates you in the movie, and
no dialogue is necessary.
Exactly. And even more so with her, and the chemistry between her and Adam Driver is just so crazy to me. Like, holy crap. Like, their chemistry together is so on point, so great, so fantastic. The dialogue between them is so good as well, because you can really feel every time they say a word, you can really feel that they've been through crap together. Yeah. And it's very revealing. There's definitely a story to be told here and everything between the Ferrari, and it's almost in a sense to where like it leads up to where we see them. I mean, it doesn't right after it leads up, but leads up to almost close enough to the Ford versus Ferrari which is movie, but this has no connection.
Which we also enjoyed. No connection.
I love that movie, but this has no connection to it, obviously. But a lot of stuff I did not know about Ferrari that was just very shocking to me. But
it's crazy because like I'm not into cars. I really like the Ford v Ferrari movie. Yeah, that was great, phenomenal. Yeah, and that was also like you could say it's different. Like that's the underdog of like Ferrari and all these foreign cars like win this super famous race that happens every year or whatever. And now it's kind of like you kind of are rooting for him to not lose his business in a sense, because like what happens, right? It's in the 50s. Obviously Ferrari's he's still here today. You know what happens in the end. But I will say though, it's really crazy to see the backstory. I did not know a lot of this stuff had happened. And of course this movie is dramatized. It is what it is, but I thought it was really cool how they shed light on basically, like you say, he's like an ex-racer turned entrepreneur, and it's basically like he's in a crisis. He's about to lose his company. He has to win this last famous race to be able to basically afford to gain like a sponsorship partnership to put funding back in his company and essentially survive. So it's really cool to see, like you say, what he does or what it takes to win. And there is like a tragic scene that you see, and they show it very graphic, and it's crazy that actually happened in real life. And I didn't know a lot of the history behind this and what had happened. So I thought it was really interesting to see that they actually put that in the film, and they showed it. They showed it in very graphic detail.
Adam Driver has this presence on the whole freaking movie. Him and Penelope Cruz, they both do. I mean, even when she has her solo scenes and vice versa, right? They're so powerful performances here, and I can really, I can really see her getting nominated for an Oscar.
I hope so, man. She's fantastic. It's Penelope Cruz, man. She still got it.
I really could see Adam Driver getting nominated as well. I'm not gonna lie, because he played Enzino. He played that character, and it's so crazy. And I gotta shed some light into it, because I did see a couple reviews. They're like, wait, what? They were mainly upset because this was less racing. This wasn't. I already knew from the movie though. It's like it's less race, more about the biopic of the origin story in a sense, to where Ferrari started, how it became the way it is, how
who he was as a person.
Yeah, it's more so. It's mainly on him. It's mainly on Enzino. How his life is during the Ferrari era, during those times, during like how proud they were, the Italians, how proud they were with their cars, with with football as well. It's just with everything, and it's just it's the proud citizenship of being Italian, and it's very good. I really thought they did really good insight into all that, and I thought that was fantastic. This was directed by Michael Mann. Now, Michael Mann has made some really great films of mine. One of my favorite films of his has got to be Heat. The other one's going to be Public Enemies, which is Johnny Depp. Heat with Val Kilmer, Robert De Niro. It's a really good old film, and they both were fantastic movies to me. So I already knew it was like, oh crap, he's directing this one. I was like, I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see what interpretation. Not only that, but we know. Okay, so here's the thing. Adam Driver. Okay. Everyone knows how much I feel about Star Wars. Everyone knows, like, it's weird. It's weird to say this, right? It really is, but I have to be honest here. And it has nothing to do with Adam Driver. Just, I didn't like his character after Last Jedi, but then again, I didn't like any characters after Last Jedi, but it is what it is. But, you know, this is more so on the fact that I've loved Adam Driver in everything except Star Wars. Like everything.
Okay, fair.
Like he does these roles that are just so damn good that I just like. I
mean, you could argue Star Wars put him on the map, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what made him break out into Hollywood, essentially. Like I don't know if he was in other stuff before this, but that was the main one that you're like, oh, this is Adam Driver, right?
Yeah.
He has since done a fantastic number of films.
The House of Gucci, he's done that one. We saw him in The Last Duel. He was good in that one too as well. There's a lot of movies that he was good in.
He's done post Star Wars that he's exceptional, and I
Black
feel
Klansman, he was good in that too. I remember that.
So I mean, I feel like, you know, he himself is a fantastic actor, and it was so cool to see him in this role. Yeah, and I will say I really think he did great. Fantastic.
One of the powerful performances I've seen him do was in that movie with Scarlett Johansson, Marriage Story. Remember that one on Netflix? God, that scene.
There's also another Netflix film, but it was The End of the World, which was a really out there film, but he still did good. Yeah. So I gotta say, having two really great actor, like
you're talking about White Noise. You're talking about White. Yes, he was good in White Noise. Yeah. Oh, I liked him in that. Yeah.
But him and Pelly Vickers together was just magic. Again, I really liked seeing all the history behind it. Yeah. Again, it happened in the 50s, so it's not something me not being into history, knew a lot about. Yeah. So I appreciate that. I will say it's not for everyone. I will say it can be a little slow. It's not a lot of action. I mean,
it depends, right? Because if people are expecting the same thing as Ford versus Ferrari, I would say Ford versus Ferrari had enough runtime where it was mainly the cars race. It was like 50-50 with the racing. It really was.
And this the dialogue is not and 50-50
No,
racing.
I would say this is probably like 20% racing. The other 80% is going to be dialogue
about his life, about his story, business, about.
And I kind of knew that already because I was all like, "Well, where's more car scenes from the trailer?" I was like, "Wait, we're just showing us the same car scene." Whenever I know this, though, I noticed that with trailers. Is that if they keep showing the same scene, I'm all like, it may not be that much action going on here, and it's fine.
It will be. I will say it will not be everyone's cup of tea. You do have
just everyone's favorite story, I guess, in a way.
Yeah,
or maybe they don't. They're kind of like,
it definitely ends kind of interesting. Yeah. So I will say, with a grain of salt, take it as you will. Give it a chance. Yeah. I promise you might be surprised by the acting. Yeah. I promise you. I don't think everyone will love this film. Yeah. But I think you might surprise a lot of people. Considering that it doesn't have action per se. The racing's phenomenal. It's great. It's really cool to see that. I will say, give it a chance. I do wish I could have seen it with subtitles because those accents were pretty on point, and it was really hard to understand.
I mean, Penelope Cruz, she already has
she's Spanish, but
she already has that little accent, and then now they have to do even deeper. And I got to give it to Adam Driver. Adam Driver did this great accent. I was like, dude, this is like so good. Like, it's really good. You just feel his character on presence. He's very tall presence, and I thought that was really good. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that more so than Kylo Ren, but that's. Or Ben Solo.
Obviously.
But that's just another story, guys. All right. Rating 1 out of 10. 10 being the highest. This is definitely the film that we deserve. What do you give this rating?
I give it a 7 because it was a pretty solid film. Yeah. Again, for a lot of quote unquote exciting scenes. Yeah. It's a lot of talk about like basically what's happening in his life and with the business. It still was pretty captivating. It kept my attention. Yeah. Some scenes were pretty I was like, oh my gosh, like it was shocking, like how you saw it. It was crazy. Yeah. But I will say, I think a solid 7. The acting was just blah out of the water. Like it was great.
Definitely.
What do you think? What would you?
So I'm gonna give it a solid 7.5. You know, I gotta admit there was definitely strong performances in here. Penelope Cruz was one of them. I guarantee like she has to get nominated as a supporting.
I hope so
she has
because
to.
she's
or a lead. Fantastic. I mean, she probably had the same runtime as Adam, right?
I would say lead. I don't. No, she's not a supporting because she's a lead. I would say supporting was Shane Lee Woodley, from Secret Life of American Teacher.
Yeah, she's more supporting. So she's got to take the lead. I would say she has to get nominated with Emily Blunt, with all the other, because I think Emily Blunt will get nominated for Oppenheimer. But that's just Yeah,
I feel like
there's a lot of movies, and then you think Barbie. I mean, Barbie. I don't know, man. I don't know if the Oscars could ignore the Hollywood.
It can't ignore Barbie.
It cannot ignore Barbie, right? Oh.
I'll be mad if Barbie gets snubbed. But you know what?
I don't know if it's Oscar worthy. I mean, I would.
It better be Oscar worthy. But I will say though, give it a chance. You might be surprised by this Ferrari film, and I would love to hear what you guys think. Yeah, questions for you guys. What did you think of this film? We do recommend this. Be sure to check this out at a theater near you. And thank you so much for making this a part of your day. Thank you for watching, and have yourself a wonderful day, everybody. As always, I am your host, Ryan D. Ryan 680. I am Angela, that Kylie Ange. This is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Stay safe, San Antonio, and see you at the movies. Laters.